Today I'm going to go over how to add an AudioControl DM-608 digital sound processor to an Elantra N and the benefits it adds to your sound system. I will also give a brief overview on how to use the DSP. I will have a link to all the items used in this video in the description below. In order to install the DSP, you will need to get signal from the factory Bose amplifier. To see how to cut into the amplifier for signal and a wiring guide, I will have a link to my previous AudioControl 6-channel amplifier install video in the description below. Since I already had the wires ran, I was able to take the signal wires and move them from my 6-channel amplifier to the DSP. The power wire was ran to the 6-channel amplifier and the ground wire was ran to the chassis of the car underneath the amp rack. The remote turn-on wire was ran from the Bose amplifier to the DSP and then out of the DSP to the two amplifiers. I used two sets of stereo RCAs for the front and rear channels and a single RCA for the center channel to the 6-channel amplifier. Finally, I ran a single RCA with a female to male Y-RCA adapter to the subwoofer amplifier. What are the benefits of adding a DSP to your audio system? The first thing would be to set input gains, to match speaker levels, to correct time alignment, adjust EQ settings, set crossovers, channel summing, and to create multiple profiles. To be able to properly use a DSP, you will need to use an RTA. Most RTAs are rather expensive, and car audio shops typically charge upwards of $100 per hour for tuning. With these two issues in mind, AudioControl came up with a less expensive and easy-to-use option, the SA-4100i RTA microphone. This is a calibrated microphone that connects to Apple devices and uses a free RTA app. The retail price for this microphone is less than $300 and is a must-have for setting up a DSP properly. The AudioControl DSP software has an auto EQ feature, but it is not going to give you the best sound. It will simply give you a starting point for correcting the factory equalization. The auto EQ feature is trying to flatten the electrical signal, not the sound that is actually coming from the speakers. This is where an RTA comes in. The microphone comes with a microphone stand mount, but since I don't have a microphone stand, I used painter's tape to secure the microphone to the driver's seat headrest. I downloaded a pink noise track to a thumb drive and played that while I tuned the EQ of each speaker. I began with tuning the front speakers. The first two EQ graphs show the front speaker EQ curve before and after I tuned the EQ using the RTA. I tried to give a slight bump in the higher frequencies, a flat curve to the upper mid-range, a slight dip in the mid-range, and a larger bump to the bass frequencies. Following the front speakers, I tuned the rear speakers, the center speaker, and finally the subwoofer. The EQ graphs show my tuning results of tuning the speakers as pairs. I later went back and fine-tuned the front speakers individually, which gave me the best results. I did not tune the rear speakers individually. I found AudioControl's software easy to use and navigate. You'll mainly be working on the output screen. To start, the input view allows you to adjust the input gain and see the incoming electrical signal. At the top of the screen, you will see the input, output, and memory channels. Each of these channels can be renamed by double-clicking on their labels. This helps to keep everything straight when you're going from channel to channel. The next tab is the output screen. This is where you'll be able to make all your adjustments. From the top down, you can sum channels together, adjust the level of each speaker, select to control the channel via the ACR-3 remote knob, set crossovers, set time alignment, activate and set Acubase bass restoration, and adjust the EQ. You have the choice of 3 different EQs: a full 31-band EQ, a 14-band EQ, or a parametric EQ. The software also allows you to mute each channel individually when you want to focus on a single channel or pair of channels. The dashboard view gives you a combination of the input and output screen. I preferred using the larger output view screen. By adding the DM-608 DSP, I've been able to achieve a higher level of sound by correcting the tuning parameters set from the factory. The EQ settings built into the Bose system was set for the lesser quality factory speakers. By making the adjustments using the DSP, my aftermarket speakers are now able to achieve their full potential. This was a worthwhile upgrade, and I'm very happy with how my system sounds now. I would not have enjoyed my Focal Flax speakers without the ability to tune them with the DSP. AudioControl also sells a DM-810 DSP. This DSP functions exactly the same way as the DM-608, but it has additional inputs and outputs. The software allows you to save up to 4 memory settings, which can then be recalled using the ACR-3. If you do not wish to do this, you can save the same setting to all 4 memory functions. I would suggest saving the file every time that you make any type of changes before you close the program. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more content.